2nd and 10.
Stroud to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard
line. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, Love. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and you're easily blocked and turned to the side. Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Bijan Robinson,
53 yards.
And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Stroud looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing their quarterback on the run.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go. South. 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front. Allowed the secondary to get home.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Throwing now is Stroud. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Switch the fucking defense. Anyway.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Bijan Robinson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Why, Tony? Here we go. Hey, uno. 18. That's it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Yellow, 22.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's crazy. Hey, ultra. Go. Set. Ready. Set.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Check view. 45. White. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
31-yard line.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Black, 95. Ready.
Now Love. That one finds Hyatt. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Into space in the 45. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Finding Williams once more complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Paul ought to give up the middle. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Paul again. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And the Lions are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rip.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Where is he throwing the ball to? That's tough.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 20. Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
This will complete to Jalen Waddle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And Stroud now to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll go down, but now before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Carlson is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Ready.
Here's Love.
Yo,
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they defended a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
It's a fucking bomb. You can't go to bed.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. This fucking bullshit, man. This is bullshit.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
The Vikings first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Everybody could block it.
He's going to be
Awesome.
stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 174 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got his man, it's Thornton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 14. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of his best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bijan Robinson. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
In school? You gotta make sure you don't break.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Had a good day in school.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap. 11. Hey!
Here's Stroud. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy. Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when you talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Second and 9.
Ready, set.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 202 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Set, ready, hut.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there at a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Love looking to throw it. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dante Thornton, 40 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Willis is going to throw once more. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
The shotgun snap to Willis. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Willis. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. 118. That's right.
Here's Hall again.
Yo, what?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
They're blitzing. They're fucking blitzing. They're fucking blitzing. Fucking blitzing.
Here we go.
Wow.
18.
Fucking
That's
stupid.
right.
Bullshit.
2J.
And they will take a knee here.
Bullshit.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 18. That's right.
They'll try to run with Hall. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown,
Nobody got
Detroit. Brees Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And I think He's going to go. They're not going to get him. Inside the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown. They've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the kickers to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, you'll see too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
All right. 18. Look the hot, look the hot.
Here's Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On the quick, right? 18. That's right. Oh, boy. Me.
Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Down. Snap, blue, 32.
They're on the ball.
Hand off now to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On 3rd down, Robinson. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, one more. Here we go. 118. Out to the right. Out to the right.
Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Minnesota, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ugh.